Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've done a video. It was because I was on vacation traveling Europe, and that's what today's video is going to be, a special one. I had a chance to go to Croatia and meet up with my very good friend CRO-C0P, and we played a couple games live overlooking King's Landing. So I'm gonna show those games and then run through like just a quick analysis of them.
Two games and
Yes.
Okay.
2 games.
Okay, and
Alright,
boom.
Alright. This looks a little different playing in person. But yes, we know what we're doing here. Okay. I've never played with sun shining on me. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I want to get rid of my knight. Maybe. No, it's not for sure. Rooks are doubled.
Are you usually chatting with each other at this point, like talking smack?
Well, usually there's a clock, so we don't. And then if we're playing like in an arena, like I'll be on my app, so I can't even see the chat. So not typically during the game.
Got it. You just
I'm on-
wait until after to talk smack.
Right. Or if we're on, I guess on PC, technically you can chat during the game as well. Usually the time control's fast enough that you'll end up wasting your time if you're trying to talk.
I see.
Thing is, we've both got rooks in the same row. That's what I was wondering. 4 kills.
No.
And you gotta make sure to have King's Landing in the background at some of the game too.
Right. Trust my cinematography.
Okay, good. Thank you. I didn't calculate this out all the way, but I'll try to figure it out by the end.
Yes. Okay.
You're gonna
Yeah,
resign?
yeah.
I can screw it up. All right. All right, we switch.
1-0.
And
Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. I haven't tried this before.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that a trap? Do you just win there or not? I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I think that out too much. I really want a queen race, but stop it on
In this
this.
position, queen race is good for a black.
Yeah, I do that. I'm losing my king, and you'll have yours. So I think I agree with that. So we'll try it.
Here. Okay.
Nine. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Yes, yes.
White wins. 1-1. That's a good way to spot. All right. So in the first game, CRO-C0P is white, and he's going to open up with G3 and then play his H3, his knight H3 system. Me and him have played this game many times, and so these first set of moves we kind of just blitz through them, and we kind of get to this position right here. And I think right here technically black has the advantage, but like looking at it, it's fairly even. We both have our kings. Like I've got more pieces, so I've got a little bit of a material advantage. I've got an extra knight, and then kind of what my plan is to be pushing my C pawn to kind of threaten his knight, to grab it to see if I can get him to sacrifice that piece. So he brings his king over, I develop my knights, he brings out his bishop here, and like I mentioned, I decided I'm going to push my C pawn to threaten to get his knight, and there's always the off chance that maybe he would sacrifice his king, but he's not going to do that. So he brings out his knight, I grab it, and now I've killed off his knight. So now I've got basically a two knights advantage, and then it's still like a fairly similar board in the sense that we both have our rooks on the back column. So right now his rooks are doubled, so he wants to undouble them, and in the same sense, like I've got to be careful with what I'm doing, that I'm not going to leave my rooks doubled either. So he moves his king back to stop that, and I start to push my king this way. And kind of my thought is, I want to take over, like, oops, let's see, how do I do this? Like this side of the board. Like if I can take all of this space and kind of contract where he's able to move. So that's kind of what I'm slowly working towards. So he pushes up this pawn, kind of gives his bishop a few more covered spaces to go, and then actually when this happened, I'm not even sure what I was thinking in this sense, other than I wanted to get, like, I wanted to basically have a free column for my rook to go, although in this spot, like, I don't know if that's like baiting him to move his rook over. I've got my king in different pieces so that it's safe there. But so then he pushes up his pawn. I move over my rook so that I can threaten this move. So then at that point he moves his bishop out of the way, and then here I decided to put my bishop back. Like I'm looking at this square of like how many pieces are going to attack it. I'm trying to figure out how can I get his bishop basically. And then he moves up this pawn, which I think this is where like I have mate. So I'm looking at a discovered attack where these two pieces, or this piece is double covered. So I do that. I think this in the game, I'm not sure if he wanted to do that or not. I think he touched his king, and so then he felt that he needed to move it. He was still looking for a move. I don't think there is no move that saves him anyway. So we trade off these pieces, and now I've got his bishop. So a couple moves there, and then we resign, or he resigns, which I don't know if you guys see me play. I don't ever, like, rarely do I ever resign. And I'm not going to time waste. Like, I'll play through the moves quickly, but my thought is opponent can always blunder. And if I were him, I wouldn't resign either, because I always blunder. I screw things up. Even this morning, I was playing a game. I had, like, mate in 3, and I moved to, like, the only spot on the board that made me lose. So don't resign when you're playing against me. Just play it out. Then moving on to the second game. Second game, we jump back to the beginning here. So I opened with e3. He plays the antique defense, which is his standard defense against e3. And we've got a regular game that we usually play, and I decided to do something entirely different. I decided to push e4. Never really done this before, so I had no plans. I didn't know if this was losing or not. And then he kind of just ignored it and played it as if I had done something different. So, again, not entirely sure if I know what I'm doing here. He brings out his queen, and now I'm looking at, are we about to do a queen race, or what are we gonna do? So we get to this position, and this is where I had to, make the decision. And I actually went back and looked, and Stockfish says I should capture with my rook here. And then we do a rook race, and with the rook race, white comes out a little bit ahead. I didn't see that. I felt like, all right, a queen race, maybe I'll have more control. I don't really want to do a rook race. So I take his rook, and then he takes mine, and now we're in an official queen race. Which CRO-C0P mentions that this is a good queen race for black in this spot. And as I'm looking at it, I'm agreeing with him that, okay, this actually looks quite a bit better for black, because if you see where he can attack all of these pieces, and I can never stop him. There's no attacking his queen back. And so then we get through a couple moves here, and I start to look to see that if I just even count the pieces, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 9 pieces for me to kill. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and I've got 10. And like I said, I can't stop him. Again, going back and looking at Stockfish, it said that black was slightly ahead until I take this pawn. When I take this pawn now, he has mate. I was actually supposed to take the bishop, but I made the mistake, and then from here, like I said, he can keep capturing, and I'm trying to figure out where can I even go and survive, and there isn't a spot. There's no spot. This is mate. And even when I'm looking here, I'm trying to find all right, I see that I can't win, but which route can I take that maybe he can blunder? And there really isn't one, and he's not going to blunder. So we kind of go through these moves, and like I said, I don't resign. I play it out to the end. We play it fast, but he gets a good win. I'm sure we'll play that game again, and maybe I'll try the rook race online and see how that one goes. But good games by him. It was a lot of fun. It was awesome to be able to meet him in person. And play a live game of antichess. And like I said, we're in Dubrovnik, overlooking King's Landing. Amazing atmosphere, super cool city. I've spent a few days in Croatia and just absolutely loved it. Super awesome, beautiful country, beautiful people. Everybody was amazing and super friendly, and we just had a great time. So, that's my video. I've got a whole list of other things that I want to be doing. I just need to get caught up with work and stuff before I get back to posting some more videos. But we'll see you guys next time.